Morning, happy Friday. It is now May 19th at 6:30. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Caitlin Heck here with Wanya Reese and meteorologist Alex Forbes.
Oh man, it seems like it's a beautiful start to the day already, and very seldom am I getting very excited when Alex is doing his forecast. But I find myself getting excited today because I'm like, it's looking good.
Yes. It is. It's looking cloudy right now, but later this afternoon, it's not going to look like this. We're going to see plenty of sunshine across central Georgia just in time for the food trucks tonight down in Perry. Yep, it's going to be a great evening across central Georgia. This morning, we got temperatures in the 60s, 63 in Macon, 62 in Warner Robins, 63 in Dublin, and really everybody in the low 60s this morning. The warm spot appears to be McRae at 64. Also, the winds we're sustained between 5 and 10 right now, so it's a little noticeable when you step outside this morning. And really, the radar picture, mostly quiet, maybe 1 or 2 sprinkles in Upson County, and that's about it. The showers you see near Columbus quickly fading away as they move through Talbot County. But yesterday picked up 1.43 inches of rain over at Middle Georgia Regional. That is a new daily record for May 18th, and that also now puts us up over 5 inches of rain above average for the year. Today, headed to 78. Our average high is 87, so not coming close to that. Most people will stay dry, but through the weekend, that is not going to be the case. And if you're thinking about grilling out tonight, I think a great night to do it, especially if it's between tonight or tomorrow night. I'll show you why that is coming your way here in just a few moments.
Thank you, Alex. The family of a Macon woman murdered in 1977 now has some answers after years of searching.
The Bibb County Sheriff's Office and Georgia's Criminal Justice Coordinating Council announced the victim's name is Yvonne Pless. For years, Pless was known only as Macon Jane Doe. Investigators knew she was a victim of serial killer Samuel Little, but didn't know her name. So back in 2018, Little confessed to killing multiple women, including Pless. Little told investigators then that he killed her back in 1977.
For years, investigators had unidentified remains but couldn't prove that they were hers. After the confession, the sheriff's office worked with the coordinating council to send those remains for genetic testing. They also added Pless's profile to a public genetic database. Captain Tremaine Jones with the sheriff's office says they used DNA profiles from Pless's family members already in that database to match her. After that, they had to tell the family.
It was just a matter of us trying to find family members that were located here and explain to them what we had going on, and then sitting down with them so they understand what actually happened, because they were still seeing her as a missing person that just didn't want to be found.
So Pless's family in Macon, they say that they're still processing the news and they're not commenting yet.
Samuel Little confessed to murdering 93 women in total. In 2018, Daniel Shirley with the Bibb Sheriff's Office talked about not letting up on the investigations.
A missing person case is now a homicide investigation after a man reported missing for 2 days ended up shot dead along a road in Crawford County. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says 24-year-old Alicio Dennis of Chatsworth, Georgia was working a job in Forsyth. They said that he went to Macon Tuesday night and disappeared. Bibb Deputy Coroner Lonnie Miley said someone found Dennis's body on Sandy Point Road near the Bibb-Crawford County line and that he had been shot several times. Anybody with information on this case, you should reach out to the Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. That number, it's 1-877-68-CRIME. That number again for you, it's 1-877-68-CRIME.
A Macon man now faces 4 life sentences after a jury convicted him of murdering 3 family members and kidnapping his toddler son. The district attorney's office said the judge sentenced Caesar Crockett to life without parole on 3 malice murder charges. He also got a life sentence for kidnapping and 20 years for aggravated assault. Back in March of 2020, the Bibb Sheriff's Office said Crockett shot his girlfriend's parents and her sister. Florida authorities later arrested Crockett after a standoff near Tampa. They managed to rescue his 2-year-old son who was with him. The verdict came less than an hour after Crockett testified. He denied that he was at the home where the 3 people died.
A Warner Robins man and teenager faced life in prison with possible parole for killing someone 2 years ago. In July of 2021, we reported on the death of Gregory Arnett outside the Booth Road Walmart in Warner Robins. Police said someone shot him in his driver's seat and the motive seemed to be a carjacking. This week, 22-year-old Ricky Martin and 15-year-old Anaya Smith pleaded guilty. DA William Kendall says both men approached Arnett with guns, demanded the car, and shot him. The DA says Smith, who was 13 at the time, fired the deadly shot. Kendall says both men will spend at least 30 years in prison before they can apply for parole.
Well, a Warner Robins man is frustrated after thieves broke into his house twice. Keith Adams was out of town for work when his neighbor told him that someone broke into his home. He called police. They took fingerprints, boarded up the window, and left. 2 people came back later that night and broke in again through the boarded window. He asked police to watch the area, but says they told him that they were short-staffed and would try to stop by. Adams suspects it was teenagers and warns others in the neighborhood to watch out.
The kids aren't even out of school yet. There's usually an uptick when they get out of school, but they're still in school. So I just think people need to know, secure your property, lock your windows, get alarms, get videos, and be prepared to take a stand.
Adam says he is offering a $500 reward for the arrest and conviction of the burglars.
It's 6:36. An increase in suicide among U.S. veterans have become a critical area for concern for the Veterans Administration. As part of the recent benefit increase under the Compact Act, U.S. veterans can now get no-cost, immediate emergency mental health care. This week on Central Georgia Focus, VA representatives talk about how the program can help veterans who may suffer with PTSD or any mental condition. The legislation's mental health coverage expands to veterans who have experienced trauma like sexual assault as well. It's also available to any veteran regardless of whether they receive VA benefits or not.
So upon arrival, they let the clerk know I'm a veteran and this is what I'm experiencing. And the local hospitals have all the information from there. There's actually a portal that they will log into and inform the VA that that veteran has presented so that we can cover the bill for them.
So if you want to hear more about this, about getting that extra help, I want you to watch tomorrow at noon right here on 13 WMAZ Central Georgia Focus. And remember, we're always streaming on the 13 WMAZ Plus app on Roku and Amazon Fire TV.
Well, Central Georgia has a lot of places to take some beautiful photos, and a new app makes them easier to find. Visit Macon recently relaunched Macon Photo Spots to show both visitors and Maconites some of their most Instagrammable spots. You can guide yourself through the tour on the Tour Macon app. Then click on Photo Spots. The map leads you right to places like the H&H mural, Cotton Avenue Plaza, and a new spot at Triangle Arts Macon. Visit Macon says visitors can enjoy the app, but it's also great for people to want to see their home in a new way. If you take photos in the spot, use the hashtags Visit Macon or Macon Memories. You can download the Tour Macon app now through Apple or Android.
Speaking of photos, we're celebrating all the great grads across Central Georgia, Caitlin. So check out Mr. Javian Beal. He's a 2023 honor graduate at Macon County High School in beautiful Montezuma. This is Ava. She graduated from Jones County Preschool. Your Gigi is very proud of you, and we're proud of you too.
Yes. Michaela Whitehead just wrapped up at VIP Academy and Hutchinson Career Center. Congrats to you. And Madison Grace Day of Jones County just finished up high school. She's getting ready to attend Georgia State University in Milledgeville on a full scholarship to nursing. That's great. Keep texting photos of your great grads to us to 478-752-1309. Make sure you tell us their name, where they're graduating from, and why they're so great. And we want to keep sharing them and celebrating these great grads here on 13.